These choices and these voices that I hear say don't worry. Your problems disappear, road is dark, no fear. Life is a struggle, we made it out the jungle. New man in the mirror, now my problems in the rear. And we on life in the gutter, it ain't smooth, no butter. Milk the game black and white, no other. We get money together, then you my brother. And shout out to all the single mothers. How you living in these hard times? Single parent, perseverance, 9 to 5 grind. We take the pain and let it go. I've learned how to hide my soul. Face it plain, make it rain, call it brother control. These choices and these voices that I hear say don't worry. Your problems disappear, road is dark, no fear. Life is a struggle, we made it out the jungle. New man in the mirror, now my problems in the rear. We on diamonds dance, do, rate me, they play. Haters still doubt me, it's more than okay. I'm on board, cause the wheel needs manning. Better start planning tracks, banging, chain still dragging. I'm off on another one. Said my boys got another ton. That's 3 zeros and a 1. This is play, we having fun. We having fun. These choices and these voices that I hear say don't worry. Your problems disappear, road is dark, no fear. Life is a struggle, we made it out the jungle. New man in the mirror, now my problems in the rear.
In this thing called life, we have a whole lot of choices. Some good, some bad, it's all a part of the struggle. Where do I start? Just to still be alive is a blessing. Sometimes I have to remind myself of that when I start stressing. Bro, I'm 6 kids in and still learning life lessons. I done made plenty of mistakes since we talking confessions. The moral of the story is live your life to the fullest. No time for regrets, man, you just gotta keep it pushing.
These choices and these voices that I hear say don't worry. Your problems disappear, road is dark, no fear. Life is a struggle, we made it out the jungle. New man in the mirror, now my problems in the rear.
Every time I get up, just know it's riding season. Up on my feet, I walked on glass, my feet are bleeding. It's karma versus myself, and it's on this evening. I'm giving what I'm giving, man. These streets ain't forgiving. They know the highs, bitter end, deep we swimming. I paddle like I'm singing, Superman energy bringing. Phone ringing, this rap dog, they ain't know I'm bringing. Music connect a bunch of women, delivering and missing.
These choices and these voices that I hear say don't worry. Your problems disappear, road is dark, no fear. Life is a struggle, we made it out the jungle. New man in the mirror, now my problems in the rear. And we on.
Welcome to the OverRated Podcast, man. Listen, before we get started, you already know we got to do our sponsors. Shout out to Urban Beat Films, man. Shout out to Urban Beat Films, crafting visions into reality, scene by scene, man. Also, shout out to my man, Curly, man. Shout out to CP Productions, where imaginations meet reality. Also, shout out to one of my bangers, Which One to Blame, man. Shout out to Which One to Blame by me. Y'all gonna hear that giant real nice. Y'all gonna love it. Also, shout out to my clothing brand, man, FML, baby. Shout out to FML, faith-based living. Because if you're not walking in faith, you can't walk with us, man. Shout out to FML. Also, shout out to Smooth House Music Group. Shout out to Smooth House Music Group, the soundtrack to greatness. Also, shout out to Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. Also, shout out to D-Boy Records, man. Shout out to D-Boy Records. Feel good music for your soul. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to that. Also, shout out to this Smooth House TV Season 4. We in Season 4 right now, y'all. This is OverRated Podcast in Season 4 of Smooth House TV, and we are enjoying every bit of it. Also, don't forget, listen, coming soon, guys. The League of Assassins. No one is safe. The region of terror begins, man. Listen, I want to tune into this because it's going to be crazy. Hey, man, drop the intro. Let's go. Welcome, welcome to the OverRated Podcast, man. I'm your host, your man, your boy, Zeke. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode of the OverRated Podcast. You know, it's just episode 2, but it's definitely going to get real good as we go. Listen, YouTube, shout out Facebook, man. Shout out Twitch and LinkedIn and everybody that's watching right now. TikTok family, cannot forget about the TikTok family. Thank you to the new TikTok family that always tune in. Man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, pass the word out, get the people here because we want the audience. We need the audience, you know what I'm saying? It moves the algorithm, man, and we want more people to know about Smooth House TV. And I can do it, but it will be better if I can do it with the help of you guys. So make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, pass the word. Hey, we are here, man. So how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. We got a great topic tonight. And as always, I'm excited about it. I'm definitely excited about the topic we have tonight. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Shout out to Cece. But yeah, the Apocalypse of Adam, part 2, my thing. The Apocalypse of Adam, part 2. We're going to jump right into it. We ain't going to even waste no time. Now, if you guys were on the show Monday, we kind of went over it, being big bro, but we're going to, for the ones who didn't see it, we're going to jump right back into it, and we're going to run it down from the top. But we're going to talk about it because that's what we do, man. All right, so in this context, this is Adam talking to his son, Seth, right? And he say, I speak to you now, my son, not as the father, history as made into myth, but as the witness, once sovereign, now servant from the memory of our source, right? He say, I speak to you now, my son. No, I'm sorry, I went to the wrong. Sorry. He said, before the clay stiffened upon my form, before the whispering wind linked breath to bone, I knew the light, not as a word, not as a figure dancing upon the altar of definition, but as the infallible presence that moves without movement. But I can't see that on the screen. That's really good. But just really want to go over a little bit of what I just said, because if we look at it, it says, and I'm going to read what's on the screen as well, but I'm just reading from a different context, but it's definitely the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just a deeper context of what we have on the screen, right? So, it says, before the whispering wind linked breath into bone, I knew the light, not as a word, not as fire dancing upon the altar of definition, but as the infallible presence that moves without movement. It's a presence that moves without movement. And that's what we have to understand, that God, who God really is. And it's really wrong to even say God in the essence of the creator of what we have, and not the creator of the world, but the creator beyond the creator, okay? Because the creator of the world was also created, okay? It was also created, and you can do the history upon that and find out that yourself and see who he really was. But it's the beauty of the presence of something that's within you that you see every day, but you don't notice it. Because we have to understand that we are God and God is us. And every time we look in the mirror every day, we are seeing God through our eyes of ourself. That's why it's very important to love yourself. But anyway, that's another topic. We're going to jump right back into it. see if I can. Okay, there we go. It says the apocalypse of Adam, the revelation which Adam taught his son Seth in the 700 years, saying, "Listen to my words, my son Seth. When God had created me from the earth along with Eve, your mother, I walked about with her in a glory which she had seen from the eons we were from," because they wasn't from here. They was from a totally different place where glory was uplifted and it was shared to be a beautiful thing and a beautiful moment, right? So it says, she taught me a word of knowledge of the eternal God. Huh? The eternal God. She taught me a word of knowledge of the eternal God, and we were as the great eternal angels. For we were higher than the God who made us, and the powers within him whom we did not know. I'm stopping at 19. It says, we were like the great eternal angels, which means that their knowledge was the first thing that they conquered or that they grasped upon was knowledge, right? It was the knowledge that made them understand who their presence of themselves really was. And they noticed that they were great, like the eternal angels, right? And they were higher than the God who created them, which means they were more knowledgeable. They were more knowledgeable. They were more understanding than they were more powerful. They had more authority within them than the God who created them. And that right there, my friends, was a problem. It was a problem, right? So let's go. We stopped at 19. Let's go 20. Then the God, the ruler of the archons and the power separated us in wrath. Then we became 2 eons, and the glory that was in our hearts left us. Why did the glory that was in their hearts left them? Because when they were one, they were more powerful. They were more creative. They were more. They was just more powerful, man. They were one. They were one. That connection that they had of them being one was just way more powerful than them being two. The glory left because he divided something that was so good into something that was able for them to go out and about and live their own lives and experience within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it went from a one to a paradox of two, which made the world go from being on one accord to now everybody have their own judgments about everything. It's the Overrated Podcast, man. Y'all already know what it is. The Apocalypse of Adam, man. We'll be back.
Pray the Lord, I don't go berserk. Gotta handle all the dirt. Push a.
They told us stories about Mary Moon when we were children. That it was once a place of great reverence, where our early synthetics converged. Maybe that's why the heretics chose it. An experiment born out of a theory so magnificent that has allowed them to rip time itself open.
Yo, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, one more time. Welcome back. to the OverRated Podcast, man. I'm your guy, your boy, your host, Zeke. And y'all know before we continue, we got to shout out to the sponsors, man. Shout out to Urban Beat Films. Shout out to Urban Beat Films, crafting visions to reality, scene by scene. Shout out to them, man. That's who actually be doing our movies with us. Also, shout out to my man, the big homie, Curly P, over them all at CP Productions, where imaginations meet reality. Shout out to Curly P, man. Also, shout out to which one to blame, man. I ain't got time. Anyway, hey, that's that funk right there, okay? When y'all hear that one, y'all gonna know it's by your boy Zeke. Shout out to which one to blame. Also, shout out to Smooth House TV, man. Shout out to Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. Also, we in it right now. We're in it right now. Shout out to Smooth House TV Season 4. Man, I'm enjoying every bit of it too. Not gonna lie. Shout out to Smooth House TV. Also, shout out to D-Board Records, man. Shout out to D-Board Records. Feel good music for your soul. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm in the corner, y'all. There we go. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the OverRated Podcast. I am your boy, your host, your man. Yeah. Hey, shout out to you. I am your boy, your host, your man, Zeke. Hey, tonight we're talking about the Apocalypse of Adam, right? Because, and it's part 2. This is part 2. If you didn't check part 1, go check part 1. This is part 2. And we are talking about the Apocalypse of Adam, man. And it's so juicy. It's so juicy. Shout out to the 92K. 97. Shout out to the 97K that's on Twitch right now. I love y'all. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all put the hearts up in the chat. I love y'all over there. I love y'all. But y'all, welcome back, y'all. Listen, we're talking about the Apocalypse of Adam. Something that's really, really juicy, because if there's anybody's story, like we say all the time, if there's anybody's story that you want to know about, it has to be Adam. There we go, y'all. There we go, y'all. It has to be Adam. Because Adam's story is very, very intriguing. It's very, very important to, you know, where we're at today. If you know about the Sethians and all that stuff. Hey, shout out to you. Appreciate it. Hey, but you know, if you don't know about the Sethians, then you got to do research on that. But let's jump back into it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go from the screen. All right, yeah, let's jump back into it, man. Let's jump back into it. All right, so let's jump back to 20. Man, that's funny, yo. People in the chat going crazy. My producer got me tripping right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, no, don't put that on the screen. That's funny. That's overrated. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's jump back into it. Okay, let's go to 20. Back to 20. Let's jump back to 20. It say, then the God, the ruler of the archons, and the power separated us in wrath. Then we both became 2 eons, and the glory that was in our hearts left us, me and your mother Eve, along with the first knowledge. Okay, y'all see that? The first knowledge, because it was an actual thing. It was an actual entity. It was an actual spirit. It was something. Y'all think that's just a word, but that's not just a word. There's power behind that word, because that word actually it creates something. Yeah, yeah. Don't put that on the screen for real. That word actually has power behind it, because if we go up, it says, let me go up. Launch your mother about her, which says screen him. Okay, so then let's go to 11, or let's go to 12. She taught me a word of knowledge of the eternal God. Boom. So we already see that knowledge came from the eternal God, which means that knowledge is actually a thing, right? That's why when he divided them in 2, they lost the glory and the knowledge. Oh, because it plays into 1. When you have the knowledge, you have the knowledge to understand the glory. And when you have the glory, you know how to move within your blessing. Come on, somebody. I'm not preaching. I'm just teaching. I'm teaching you a word to understand how powerful it is. You understand how powerful knowledge is. I'm not preaching. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really powerful. Okay, so it says, me and your mother Eve, along with the first knowledge, is very important, that breathed in us. You see that? The first knowledge that breathed in us, because you got to understand the behind the scenes of this story. The gods who created them tried to breathe into Adam and Eve, but they breathed into them, but their breath didn't have power, so they didn't awaken. They didn't awaken. They had to have the eternal God, the first knowledge God, to breathe into them in order for them to come about. Man, listen, this story is amazing. Okay, let's keep going. It says, me and your mother Eve, along with the first knowledge that breathed in us, and it fled from us. And it went into okay. I'm sorry, let's pick up at 26 on the other side. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna run it back. Okay, let's run it back, because this is some really good stuff in here. All right, so let's go back. It's a and the glory that was in our heart left us, me and your mother Eve, along with the first knowledge that breathed in us. And it's something that's so important right there that I always want everybody to understand. And that we have to understand, like I always say all the time, is that we are gods, man. And that first mind is that first knowledge. Ooh. What do you mean by that? It's the one we named Some Told Me, right? Some told me not to do that. Man, some told me to go. Man, some told me to call you. Okay, that some told me, that's that first knowledge. That's that eternal God. That's the one that actually is everything that we should be worshiping, which would be the one who you look in the mirror and see, which is yourself, not something outside of you. Because how can you worship something outside of you? That some told me. That something told me that first knowledge that actually breathed into them was that something told me. You understand? So you got to understand the essence of the power within this knowledge and the first knowledge, because the first knowledge was constructed by the eternal God, which is the one who lives in all of us right now today. You hear the voice. Some told me. You hear the voice. Oh, excuse me. See, you hear the voice all the time. You hear it. You can hear it. It should sound like you. If it don't, go get checked out. Okay. ASAP, because it should sound exactly like you. Okay. So we gonna go to the other side real quick, guys. Let's go to the other side, because play 65. Let's go over there. Let's go to verse 5, guys. For this reason, I myself has called you by the name of that man who is the seed of the great generations, or from whom it comes after those days. The eternal knowledge of the God of the truth was far from me and your mother Eve. From that time on, we were taught about dead works like men. Then we recognized the God who had created us, for we were not strangers to his power, and we served him in fear and bondage. How can you serve somebody that you are supposed to love in fear and in bondage. Now, to me, and to everybody that should have a brain that's smart, that should sit well with you, because there's no way you can even be in a relationship that you are with somebody who you love, but yet they beat them. I might step on some toes, and I apologize, but this is real. This overrated podcast, and we just overrated over here, and it is what it is. You out here getting your butt two top pop. You talking about you love them. That doesn't go with the same. There's no way I can fear you, but yet say I love you at the same time. That they don't even coincide in the same place. How can I be of a servant to somebody who literally sliced me in half because they was afraid of the power that I had within me? Because they breath that they breathed in me wasn't strong enough. It didn't have that source within it. It didn't have that energy within it to make me come alive. So something that was greater than that power had to come and give me what I needed. And that was the messed up part about it, because when that power came and breathed this power into me, I became stronger than the God who created me. And it made him jealous. But you think, but God's not jealous. God's not a jealous God. He is a jealous God. Everything that we're not, he said it. I am a jealous God. But y'all look past that. Y'all laughed at that. Oh, no, he was just saying for that concept. No, he wasn't saying it for that concept. He was saying it for the overall aspect of who he was. He was jealous. That's why he divided them in wrath. And then they seen him for who he really was and his powers, because he was a scary, ugly motherfucker. It's Overrated Podcast, man. Y'all see me when we get back.
International pimp player. Everybody daddy Curly P, and back up a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, it's your international pimp player, daddy, everybody's. You know how we do it. Curly P, baby. Listen, my boy over there at Smooth House TV, Mission Unique and Motivational Poet, they hit me up and said, hey man, we need you to put your pimpin' on the commercial for it. And I said, you know what, Playboy, hey, the best one to do it is me. I'm Curly P. You understand? So listen, me being who I am, Curly P, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead on and bless him. You know, so over there at the Mission Unique and Motivational Poet Show, them boys are always doing good things. Give me a minute. They're always doing good things like good shows. And, you know, you got the Motivational Poet Show. Hey, don't worry about why I got on swimming shoes. Hey, get your... Y'all don't worry about that. I'm over here watching Rockadika Kid. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we got the Motivational Poet Show. We got the Mr. Unique Show. We got the Mr. Unique and Motivational Poet Show. Hell, we got Freestyle Friday. You know what I'm saying? We even got the Hookah Lounge on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot going on. Hey, where my coffee at? Okay, I need my coffee. I need it. Give me my coffee. Okay, because I'm not going to keep on. Every time I come over here, y'all always... Yeah, so anyway, sorry about that, y'all. But we got a lot going on. We got songs out, you know what I'm saying? They got Don't Know What You Are Feeling. They got a lot of songs doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tune in. YouTube, okay? Monday through Saturday. Y'all trying to tell y'all to come on and get what you need over here at Smooth Out TV. You're not listening to... Hey, bring me... you know what? I'm going to... Give me my doggone coffee. You know, hey, okay. I'm going to show you who I am right on after this. Just keep playing with me. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead on this line. Smooth Out TV, baby. On YouTube. Check us out. Hey,
Welcome back to the Overrated Podcast, man. It's your man, your boy, your host, Zeke. And listen, I know y'all been asking for it. So this is what we finna do right now. We finna play the League of Assassins trailer. We gonna play the trailer right now. And I'll see y'all when we get back from the trailer. Hey, bro, drop the trailer, bro. Drop the trailer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're all wondering why I've invited the world's deadliest assassins here today. I'm here to offer you all a grand start. Go back to your grave, old man.
Wow!
Each and every one of you has the same shot at rewriting your fate. The first one to take my life gets my entire fortune. No rules, no boundaries. Plan it out however you want. Don't drag your feet. But also, don't rush it. Patience is the key.
He's mine.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, y'all know before we get out of here, man, gotta shout out these mother sponsors. Hey, shout out to CP Productions, man. Shout out to CP Productions, where imaginations meet reality. Also, shout out to Urban Beat Films, man. Shout out to Urban Beat Films, crafting visions into reality, scene by scene. Also, shout out to my John, which one to blame? Shout out to which one to blame, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all hear that one? Y'all gonna love it. Shout out to Big Bro too. He produced the beat, man. He did his thing. Nasty work. Shout out to FML, baby. Shout out to my brand, FML. Faith means living. Because if you cannot walk with faith, you cannot walk with us. Also, shout out to Smooth House Music Group, man. Shout out to Smooth House Music Group, the soundtrack to greatness. Also, shout out to Smooth House TV. Shout out to Smooth House TV, the smoothest on earth. Oh, yeah. Also, shout out to D-Boy Records, man. Shout out to D-Boy Records, the feel good music for your soul. Hey, and shout out to me, and shout out to y'all, man. Y'all already know, this is the OverRated Podcast. Tonight's topic was the apocalypse of Adam, Mark, Dos, to my flame. And it's me, your boy Zeke, man. Definitely enjoyed y'all listening. This is what I want to say. Know who you are. Understand who you are. Knowledge is power, right? But it's only power when you know how to use it within yourself and spread it around to everybody else. It's not power when you don't know how to use it or operate it. We see that knowledge is very, knowledge is structured differently. And when you're able to use knowledge, you're able to have wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge, they're so important there. And they're damn near one and the same. You know what I'm saying? So go out here in this world and be great, man. And use that power, or use that knowledge, and use that source within that you have within you, because you are God. And don't let nobody tell you different. You can believe it, you cannot believe it, but you can go read it in your Bible and tell you you're God. Believe it. Love yourself. Don't let nobody take you down. Don't let nobody make you feel less than. Love who you are, because you are here for a motherfucking reason. It's the OverRated Podcast. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tune in. It's going to be crazy. Me and Big Bro back. You don't want to miss it. Part 3, the Apocalypse of Adam. It's your boy Zeke. Good night.